Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do the real review for the Google Pixel 2 XL. Now I usually like to wait a little bit longer before I do my full video, but I've been getting so many questions about this phone, I decided to put it out early. Now I'm going to try to make this video as quick as I can, so let's get right into it. First things first, let me say this. I love this phone, period. On a scale of 1 to 10, this phone is a major go. Now, does it have the best display? No. Is it the best looking phone? No. Does it have the most features? No. But is this the smoothest, lag-free, purest Android experience that I've ever used on any phone? And the answer is yes. And that alone makes this a must-have phone for me. Now, just like any other phone that I review, there's always going to be some things that I don't like. So let's talk about those first. Number one, the price. $1,000, the price is too goddamn high. Now look, I don't care if we're talking about iPhone 10, Note 8, Mate 10 Pro. I'm not co-signing on no $1,000 phone, especially this one with everything that is missing. Now, if you want to get into a phone debate, you could argue that the Galaxy Note 8 is the only phone out right now that's even close to being worth $1,000. You got the iris sensor, you got the S Pen, wireless charge, one of the best cameras on the market, the best display, every feature you could think of, expandable memory. You could say that this phone is pretty much worth $1,000, even though I'm not going to co-sign that. But the Pixel XL 2, no. This phone should have been about $700 to $750 at max, maybe $800 for 128 gigs, but $1,000, that's a no-no for me. That's a no, dog. Next, no expandable memory. Now look, keep this in the back of your mind. When I review this phone right here, I'm reviewing it from the standpoint of somebody that spent $1,000 for this. And I also have two other flagship phones that you can compare to this. You got LG V30 and Galaxy Note 8. All right, so these are the three heavy hitters that I got right now. We're getting the Mate 10 Pro this week, but in the meantime, I'm comparing it to these phones. So keep that in your mind. No expandable memory. For $1,000, you got the Galaxy Note 8 on deck with expandable memory. Now, this phone does come in 128 gigs, but you got to spend the extra $100. That's a no, dog. Next, no wireless charge. Now, I know some people are going to say, oh, that's a gimmick and all that, but let me tell y'all something. I just came back from JFK. I was at this new restaurant. They got wireless chargers built into the table. Now, you know, once Apple has wireless charge in their phone, that's the new industry standard. You're going to see wireless chargers popping up at McDonald's, popping up at the mall, popping up at all the bars and the restaurants. You need wireless charging these days. $1,000, no wireless charge on both of the other heavy hitters. Next, no headphone jack. Again, $1,000. I'm not with Google and Apple and HTC and all of these companies removing the headphone jack for no good reason. Because if you look at the LG V30, you got a headphone jack and a quad deck. Look at the Note 8, you got a headphone jack. Some people actually like that. Now, if you got some high fidelity headphones, y'all already know those ain't Bluetooth. So you're gonna want a headphone jack, or you're gonna have to carry around that little dongle. And if y'all see my Instagram post from earlier, you seen the struggles I went through from leaving that dongle home. It's just a major headache. They should have had a headphone jack. Speaking of headphone jack, next, no free headphones. Now, when I say free here, of course it's included with the price of the phone, but check this out. You buy an iPhone, you're getting headphones. You buy an HTC, you're getting headphones. You buy a Galaxy, you're getting headphones. You're spending $1,000, give me the headphones. Now, I might not never use them, but I want them. I want them. They should have gave you some headphones, especially with no headphone jack. Throw in a set of USB Type-C headphones, make the customers feel a little bit less, raped, for lack of better words, a little bit less raped. Next, no quad deck. Again, LG has it, HTC has it. For $1,000, that should have been mandatory. Now, anybody that used the quad deck, you know why I'm making a big deal about this. If you never use this, ask anybody that has a V30, a V20, HTC U11. It's going to make your music sound 10 times better. Now, a lot of people don't realize that the quad DAC works with wired headphones, but it also works if you plug in your aux cable in your car. So if you got a nice system in your car, it's going to sound even nicer. So quad jack, that should have been a go on this one. They don't got it. Now look, this is my biggest gripe, the display. Now when I did the unboxing video, I showed y'all this blue tint. Let me pull it up real quick. The infamous blue tint. Now, here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem. Just like you, I have Google. So I Google information the same way you do. I watch the same Google keynotes as you. And I understand that Google put the polarizer on this. It's supposed to help you when you wearing sunglasses and all that. That's stupid and that's a cop-out. All right, for anybody that's trying to use that as an argument, that's a dumbass argument. Think about it like this. Just because somebody meant to do something doesn't make it okay. If it's pouring rain outside and I make an umbrella made out of newspaper and I go outside and the rain wets up the newspaper and I end up getting wet, and I go inside somewhere and now I'm soaking wet, and somebody says, well, yo, you look stupid. Why you so wet? Oh, I had the paper umbrella, but I meant to do that. Just because I meant to do that, that makes it okay? Regardless of if Google meant to put the polarizer on it, they didn't do it right. All right, there's no reason you should be seeing this much blue tint. All right, there's no reason. Now, I don't know if y'all can see it through the camera and all of that, but ask anybody that got a Pixel XL2, they'll tell you that blue tint is very evident. Now, I'm noticing the same thing with my LG V30, but it's way less. That's why I didn't even talk about it, because you don't really notice it. So things that I don't actually notice with my own eyes, I don't really talk about. Like with the screen burn issues on this, I haven't seen that, and I haven't been meticulously looking for it, so I'm not really going to talk about that. But I can talk about this blue tint, and it is pretty annoying. Now, look, when you're holding the phone at a regular angle like this, the display is beautiful. We'll talk about that in a minute. But as soon as you move it, you get that blue tint. So now when I did the unboxing video, I was like, okay, well, nobody don't really move their phone like that. But after using the phone for a couple of days, I noticed that just from day-to-day usage, you do move your phone like this. When you're reading, nobody holds their phone at a perfect angle and just stays like this. You end up moving your phone, you're moving around and all that. It's murder on your eyes. You will get used to it. You will get used to it, but if you're somebody like me that goes from using a Galaxy and an iPhone and the V30 and then back to the Pixel all in the same day, you're going to notice it. Now, if this is your main phone and you use this phone every day, you will get used to it. You will get used to it, but that's no excuse. All right, just because you get used to it, that doesn't make it better. All right, now, again, if it's a polarizer, that would be the dumbest reason to make that blue tint as blue as it is. What's the percentage of time that you actually looking at your phone with sunglasses? That's a small percentage of time. If anything, you would make the phone, you want the display to be beautiful. Everybody's using their phone in the house, at work, on the train, or the bus. The small percentage of time that you actually got on sunglasses is definitely not enough to have all that blue tint. So all y'all cats that's trying to, make excuses for Google, don't. All right, don't. It's a polarizer on the phone, but it's applied poorly. All right, it's very poorly applied. All right, so I'll leave it at that. So that's my main gripe. I won't talk about screen burn because I haven't seen it, but that blue tint is pretty annoying, but you will get used to it. Now, y'all know they call me Petty Roosevelt, so I do got a few petty issues. I'll run through those real quick. No notification LED. I said LED. No notification LED. You see on my Galaxy Note 8? You see that little blue light flashing? That's called a notification LED. Right? LED. On the Pixel, no notification LED. Is that a big deal? No. $1,000, $1,000. Give me that notification LED so when I got the phone on my dock, I could just glance over and see I got messages. Ain't nobody seeing these little messages from far away. Next, always on display. Now, we're going to talk about this always on display because it has one feature that is so badass. But the always on display, it should have been a little bit more customizable. You see how I got the picture on my Note? Now, I'm going to try to do this without looking. You see how I got the picture on my V30? They should have let you customize this a little bit more, and it should have been a little bit more interactable. You see how I can swipe? Always on display, swiping over, calendar events, music. Same thing with V30. Swiping over, play my last videos, or my toggles, or my notifications. Should have been a little bit more customizable. And speaking of customization, that's another thing I don't like. I'll show you that real quick. We talked about this during the unboxing. Look out, Zerks. Hold up, I put too many password attempts in. No customization on your main home screen. Now, I know some of y'all going to say, oh, just download Google, download our Nova launcher, or download all these, secondary launchers and all of that. You just paid $1,000 for the Pixel. You want the stock Android experience. You don't want to have to download apps to change everything around. You want the stock experience. They should have let you move this clock at the top, and they should have let you move the Google bar at the bottom. Personally, I like the Google bar at the top. But I'm being petty right now. Let's keep it moving. Next, no wide angle lens camera. Again, not the biggest deal in the world, but after you use that V30, if you're heavy into photography and you're heavy on social media and you're a picture hog, you're going to want that wide angle lens camera. Trust me. Use it for yourself. You're going to want that. Next, no manual mode on the camera. Now, that's not the biggest deal. I don't really use that too much, but there's certain occasions where you got a picture, where you want to take a picture and you might want to tweak the settings a little bit. If you're heavy into photography, you're going to want manual mode, no manual mode. Next, I know I'm going on. Next, no color schemes. You got black and you got that black and white, everybody calling it the Panda. That should look whack. All right, they could have came out for $1,000. Give the people some more color choices. Some people want red, a nice fiery, imagine a matte red with the fiery red on the top, or the blue or gold. They should have been some more colors for $1,000. How hard is it to make a few more colors? And the last thing, I got to be petty. Now, I talked about this in the unboxing, facial unlock. Now, look, I got to be specific with our YouTube correction officers. When I say face unlock, I'm not talking about smart unlock. All right, smart unlock is not new. That's been on Android phones for years. I'm talking about facial unlock. This is facial unlock. All right, you pick up the phone and you look at it and the phone unlocks without touching anything. All right, no buttons touched. You just pick up the phone and look at it and your phone opens up. That's facial unlock. Now, smart unlock, once you set that up, you look at it, then you swipe up. You're going to have to put your passcode in the first time and then it'll work again for a little while. And then you have to put your password in again. Now, this phone, you do have the proximity unlock. So when the phone is in your person, or the phone is around your body, just shout out to Zerx, is killing me. Zerx, put that down. When the phone is around you, it'll automatically unlock. Let's see if it works right now. You see, it worked just now because the phone is around me. So I don't got to put the password in. But that's not facial unlock. This is facial unlock. Now, you're in the kitchen cooking. You got all that chicken grease, bacon grease on your hands, and you want to check something on your phone. You just pick up your phone. You see all my fingers? Pick up your phone. You just look at it, and it opens. That's facial unlock. Now, even with the Note is not as good because you still got to click on that power button just to activate the screen, but then you look at it, and it unlocks. Now, the reason the Note is a little bit better is because the iris sensor works in complete darkness. With the LG V30, in complete darkness, that facial unlock doesn't work. Anyway, that's everything that I don't like. Now, I know what you're saying. After all of those dislikes, how could you say you love this phone? Well, I'll give you a perfect analogy. Right, I met this chick a couple of weeks ago. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She don't like to drink. She don't like to go out. She don't like video games. She don't like tech. She don't like gadgets. We basically don't have nothing in common. But she looks like Beyonce. She laughs at all my jokes. She smells like strawberries and she tastes like candy. So think about it like that. That's the same way I feel about this Pixel XL. There's so many things that I don't like, but there's a lot of things that I do like, and we'll talk about those right now. First up, build quality. Now, this phone is definitely not going to win my award for the sexiest phone, but I'm definitely feeling the build quality. You have a nice matte finish on the back, so if you're rocking this with no case, you don't got to worry about fingerprints. You don't really touch the phone at the top, so you can easily keep that part nice and shiny. But the best part about this is it's lightweight, but it does have a little bit of weight. Now, that was one of my main gripes with the LG V30. Y'all know I like the glass back phones a little bit better, but this glass back one was just a little bit too light, so it gave it a little bit of a cheapy feel. This one feels more like a man-style phone, nice and durable. I'm definitely feeling it, and it feels good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. All right, so build quality, I'm definitely feeling it. Next, the phone is water resistant. Now, that's a go for me. I'm always outside. When you're out in the rain, you ain't got to worry about your phone getting wet. When I go to the beach and I go to the pool, I don't have to hide my phone and I have to be gentle. Phone is water resistant, so I can do what I do. Definitely feeling that. Next, fingerprint sensor. Works 100% of the time, and I'm glad they didn't do like LG did and incorporate the fingerprint sensor into the home button. I hate that because it gives it that flappy feel. This one is embedded right in the back, and it feels solid, and you get a nice little vibration when you touch it, and it works 100% of the time, and it's super fast. All right, so I'm definitely feeling the fingerprint sensor. Next. Zerx is trolling. Next. Hold up. Come on, Zerx. My bad, y'all. Look at that flop. Look. Anyway, next, the display. Now, even though I don't like that blue tint, as y'all can see right here, when you're looking at the phone head on like this display is beautiful. Now, I wish Google, they should have went with a Super AMOLED panel. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Y'all remember the original Pixel XL? That display was right on par with the Galaxies. They should have left that display. But this one, like I said, that little blue tint, you'll get used to it because you really only see it when it's a lot of white backgrounds. So now if you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram, let me pull up the gram. Let me just make sure I don't got any thought activities. When you pull up the gram and you're on stuff, now most of these websites, yeah, they have a little bit of white, but you also have your pictures. All right, shout out to my Instagram trolling me right now. If you're on a website like Facebook or Foursquare, Twitter, whatever you at, hold up, let me try this again. What's going on with the gram here? What's going on with the gram? Let's try. All right, here we go. All right, so now you notice you don't see that blue tint as much. Now you can see it when you're on a white background, but when you're looking at your pictures, it's only going to take a few minutes for your eyes to get acquainted with that, and they'll get adjusted and they'll get used to it, and you won't really notice. But like I was saying, you do notice that you do move your phone a lot when you're holding it. Also, when you got your phone on the table. So if you got your phone on the table and you're sitting down, maybe at work, you don't want everybody to know you're on the phone, this is when you're going to see that blue tint. But again, you'll get used to it. So I'm definitely feeling the display from a head-on perspective and from a I get used to it perspective, but I just wish they would have went with the AMOLED panels. Next, now this right here, this is something amazing about this phone, battery life. It's been a long time since I had a phone with a battery that could last me all day. Now look, it's 11:41 p.m. I took this phone off the charger at about 7:30 this morning. Matter of fact, let me pull up the battery. Let's go to battery real quick. All right, so you see battery. Check this out. Last full charge 16 hours ago. All right, screen usage since full charge 3 hours and 40 minutes. So basically, with heavy use, I'm going to get about 4 hours of screen on time, but just day-to-day use. Now, I wasn't beasting too hard on this, but I had this phone all day long. I didn't have my Galaxy Note on me, so I was using this phone all day long, and you can see I was on the gram the most. I was on YouTube answering all my comments, was playing around, taking a bunch of pictures, and I still got 23% battery left from taking the phone off the charger at 7:30 this morning to almost midnight. That is a major go. Now, you got to keep in mind, this phone does have quick charge, so it's the shit shower and shave phone. You get home, plug it in for 30 minutes, you're good for the rest of the night. So kudos to Google for having a great battery on this phone. I'm definitely feeling that. Now, some people would attribute that to not having all the other gimmicky features and all that. I don't care. I don't know what the reason behind it is, but it works and I like it. All right, so the battery life on this is amazing. Next. Now, I'll sum it up at the end of the video, but this is one of my favorite features about this phone, the camera. Now, I'm going to go on record right now. To this day, I've been saying the Galaxy Note 8 is my favorite camera. It's the best camera on the market, but the Pixel XL2 is right up there in the runnings. So you got the Galaxy Note 8, Pixel XL2, and the iPhone 8 Plus. We'll see about the 10 this week. But for Android-wise, if I got to go toe-to-toe, I'm going to pick the Pixel, and I'll show you why right now. Let me show you some test shots that I took. All right, now check this out. These are two side-by-side photos. I had the phones just like this, and I took these two pictures. Now, both of them, it's going to be hard to see with this camera. I know. Both of them look great, but look at the flaw in the Pixel picture, and look at the flaw in the Note 8 picture. Look closely. You can see a little bit more detail in the Pixel picture. Now also look at the guy's skin. in the Note 8, he looks a little bit brighter, and this one looks more like a natural skin tone. Now, without using all that photography mumbo jumbo, just looking with the naked eye. Just look with the naked eye. In broad daylight or good lighting settings, the Pixel XL is my new favorite camera. Now, where the Pixel XL, I would say the Note is better. Now, is low light. But check this out. Now, this is your maximum zoom. So if you notice, the Note 8, it did zoom in a little bit more. It is what it is. Some more side-by-sides. It's just more of a natural skin tone, more of a natural setting. Now check this out. I gotta show you this. Look at the front-facing camera. The portrait mode on this phone is insane. I know, check out the guns. But now, all jokes aside, the portrait mode on this, for not having dual cameras, just using computerized sensors and all type of Google gizmos inside of it, this looks incredible. Now, this is point and shoot. This ain't me playing around with portrait mode settings and going to pro mode, which this doesn't have, but tweaking all kind of settings. This is pulling the phone out in the middle of a set, taking a picture, and wait a second for it to process, and look how it came out. This is amazing. Now, I want to show you something else. Now, I will show you the nighttime photo. Matter of fact, let's pull them side by side. Now, this is why I say the Note 8 might be better at nighttime. Now, if you notice, the Pixel, it does look a little bit brighter, but the Note, the color is just a little bit more vivid. Now, when Google, I was about to say Pixel, when Google does the update and gets more saturation on this phone, I think it's going to be better than the Note 8, but we'll see. Low light photos, not bad. Not bad, just needs a little bit more color. Low light photo with a flash, looks amazing. But yo, the portrait mode, hold up, I gotta pull this out one more time. Check this out. Hold up, let me pull it up, hold up, my bad. No editing allowed, my bad. This might be the best picture that I took of Xerxes yet. Now, my favorite picture prior to this was a portrait mode shot on the same table using the iPhone 7 Plus. I got Xerxes in the same position, came out beautiful. This one looks even better. This is an iconic shot right here. And this is straight up just point and shoot. This is amazing. The camera on this phone is out of this world. Now, I just wish it would have had some more of the fun stuff, like the rabbit ears and all the Snapchat filters and all that. Maybe that's some stuff you can download from a different app, but it should have been there mandatory. It is what it is. The camera on this phone is crazy. Next, let's talk about the software. Now we're getting into all of the stuff that I really, really like. So we already said the battery is amazing. The camera's amazing. Let's talk about the software. This is what makes this. I'm gonna just give y'all a spoiler right now. This is my number 2 favorite Android phone. And I knew it was going to be like that. If it was anything like the original Pixel XL, I knew this would be number 2. And this ain't no different. All right, now look. If you're looking for a smooth Android phone, and let me throw this out there. Say you one of these people that been using iPhones since maybe iPhone 5, iPhone 6, 6S, 7, and you're just getting tired of the bullshit with Apple. Maybe you want to finally jump into the Android world. Jump in with the Pixel XL2 if you want to know how Android is supposed to run. This is how it's supposed to run. Now, there is some other Android phones that's, I would say, equally as smooth. Maybe HTC U11, Moto Z Force 2, OnePlus 5. They're nice and smooth, but for some reason, this one just feels so much better. Yo, check this out. Now, look at all the apps I got open in the background. I haven't closed any apps all day. My main goal when testing this phone out was to try to get it to lag, and I'm being 100% honest with y'all, I couldn't get this phone to lag. I was just going around randomly, open up this app, close it up, open up the next app, close it up, just playing around with a whole bunch of apps open at the same time, then going on the internet and browsing, playing music at the same time. No lag whatsoever. This is what you call a lag-free phone. So all of that stuff that I disliked at the beginning, I'm willing to suck it up just for this Android experience, because let me tell you something. One of the things that I hate most about phones is lag. I don't care about how many features it has. Once the phone starts lagging, I hate it. Now, one of the problems that I have with my Galaxy Note 8 is sometimes opening up the phone. Now, that is one of the most annoying things when maybe you at a stoplight You're not supposed to use the phone when you drive, but you want to check something real quick. You pull out your phone and you go to open it and you get a little lag and it takes a little second to open up. That kills your whole vibe. Now, with the Galaxy Note 8, what I do is I reset the phone every day so I don't really have that issue, but you shouldn't have to do that. And honestly, since I had this phone, I haven't reset it once. No lag, smooth as butter. This is the butter phone right here. All right, so I'm definitely feeling the software on this lag-free. Next, speakers. The dual speakers on this phone. Now, they could have been better. I'm going to be real. They could have been better because when you put this right next to the iPhone 8, for having these big speakers on the front and then you look at the iPhone 8 and it's just a little speaker in the grill, how do they sound the same? You would think that a big speaker like this, it would sound better. They sound pretty much the same. Google, maybe they could do an update and boost the sound. Who knows? But these should have been a little bit louder. I still haven't heard anything like my old, the Mate 8. Remember the old Mate 8 with them speakers on the front? That was like having a Bluetooth speaker in your pocket. But these are pretty good. Let me pull up a video real quick. Let's take it over to Bike Life. Yo, what's up, everybody? All right, that wasn't Bike Life. Let me take it over to Bike Life. Check this out. All right, we'll take it on Bike Life. Woo! How loud this shit is. Look. Hold up. Now, I'm not putting the phone right next to the mic. It's just right in hand. So now, look. Cover up one speaker. You can still hear it. Cover up the other speaker. Still hear it. Remember when I covered up that trap phone last night? The sound just disappeared. That's your judgment right there to let you know that these speakers right here, they the truth. They the truth. They could have been a little bit better, but they the truth. All right, so speakers on this phone, that's another selling point for me. Next, now this right here. Let me get a little white down. Woo, I know I'm ranting, I'm having fun. No editing allowed. Always on display. Now it does have always on display. It's not the most interactable. You can't swipe and all that, but you do get your notifications, the time, the date. You could double tap to awake the screen. All your basic settings. But check this feature out right here. Now I'm gonna have to mute the video for a second because of copyright laws, but I'm gonna play some music. All right, let me pull up my YouTube Red. I'm gonna play some music. What do we got? All right, check this out. I'm gonna throw him. All right, now here's the song I'm about to throw on. Post Malone, Rockstar. All right, I'm gonna mute the mic for a second. Watch this. Do you see what just happened? Just by playing music, the phone is always listening. When that song came on, Rockstar by Post Malone. Now, if I double tap that and open the screen, it's going to take me to, I just exited out. My bad, I was a little too quick. But it's going to take me to Google and automatically start showing me the lyrics. That feature is so dope. Now, when you're outside in a restaurant, it's a little bit harder because I was at the bar. It worked occasionally because there's a lot of people talking. It's a lot of other stuff. But I was there till late night. So when it started getting late and the music was coming on, I just had the phone on the table. I wasn't really paying attention. Every time I looked at the phone, it had the song that was playing. That is so dope. You ever been somewhere, maybe in the car, and you're just chilling in your car and a song comes on the radio? You got to pull out your phone real quick and Shazam it. With this phone, if you got it on your car mount, you just got to look at it. It's going to show you the song. You double tap on it. And there it goes. There's the song. There's the lyrics. That feature is so dope. Now, just in case, let me do this real quick. Just in case you got your Pixel and you don't know how to do that, go to your settings, go to sound, go to advanced, scroll down to now playing, and make sure show unlock screen is on. Simple as that. It works. All right, it works. Next, let me wrap this up. Next, squeeze factor. What's the weather for tomorrow?
In New York City,
look how fast that is. Hold up. Look how fast that is. Now, this one is on Verizon, but I'm on my Wi-Fi. Look how fast and responsive this phone is. This is a workhorse right here. All right, this is your work phone. This is your multitasking, your utility phone. Multitasking does work. All right, full multitasking on deck. Okay, look, we just caught a force close. All right, first one. Let's try that again. All right, look. Okay, somebody got, oh, his and hers chats. Oh, how cute. FOH. All right, well, it works. Anyway, this is your multitasking. This is your utility. This is your heavy usage phone right here. No lag. Now, every phone is going to get a force close. I've never used a phone that never had one, so I wouldn't even judge that. I wouldn't even mention that again. Squeeze factor is a go on this. All right, now, you could set the intensity, so you don't have, like mine's, I got it. You see, if I just pick up the phone like this, it's not going to operate. It's not going to turn on. I got the intensity where I got to actually squeeze it. All right, so this way you don't get too many accidental squeezes. Same thing on the HTC U11. Let's wrap this up. Last but not least, the floss factor. Now, if you don't know what the floss factor is, I gotta do a demo. Let me grab a few phones. Look, the floss factor is you go outside, you at the restaurant, you got your Google Pixel 2 XL, somebody got LG V30, somebody got Galaxy Note 8. Let me see what I got in my pocket. Somebody got LG G6, somebody got HTC U11, somebody got iPhone 8, somebody got Moto Z Force. Where do you fit in on the phone food chain? Are you at the top of the food chain or are you on the bottom looking like a peasant? Well, with the Google Pixel XL2, I would say you definitely at the top of the food chain because all of these other phones that's out right now, none of them is as smooth as this. And now that people might not know that. Everybody might not know that, but you know that. You know that because you're using it every day. You know that, and that's the most important part, as long as you know. Now, real quick, let me answer this main question that everybody been asking me about my top 5 Android phones. So let's run it down real quick and then we get out of here. Top 5 Android phones. Number 1, Galaxy Note 8. Now, even though there's some things about this phone that I don't like, pound for pound, feature for feature, ain't nothing touching this. And this always on display, and the S Pen is just amazing. I got my little note with double tap on that for my daughter's birthday. She wrote that on her birthday. That's always on my display. Galaxy Note 8 is the champ. Number 2, Pixel XL2. This is my fun phone. This is my work phone. Lag-free, best Android experience that I've used yet. Now check this out. Number 3, LG V30. It definitely moved up a spot. This phone has officially grown on me. This is my in-the-car phone. The quad DAC is amazing. I haven't gotten this phone to really lag. I thought it was going to have those LG problems. No LG problems yet, though. All right, no LG problems yet. That facial unlock is so fast and responsive. This phone is crazy. Plus the quad DAC, that's a go. Number 4, HTC U11. Still the most beautiful phone. Why not? Let's wipe it down. Why not? We here. Woo! Still the most beautiful phone. I can't even use cases on this phone anymore. I can't even use cases. I just love when I go out to a restaurant and I put this phone on the table and the light reflects off this. Why I keep saying reflect? The light reflects off this. Look at this. Now, this is the only blue tint I want to see on an Android phone. I don't mind seeing this blue tint. HTC U11, number 4, and number 5, the sleeper phone of the year, Moto Z Force 2. Moto mods. This phone is one of the smoothest Android phones out right now, too. Let's see. Oh, this phone is fully charged up. I might take this outside. Oh, yeah, no wonder. See, I didn't even have this one on. Look at this. One of the smoothest lag-free Android experience also, but the Moto mods is what kills this phone. Now, this week, we getting the iPhone 10, probably on Thursday or Friday. I don't know what day. I got to check my delivery. Whatever day the 3rd is, I'm all over the place. We also getting the Huawei Mate 10 Pro. So once we get the Mate 10 Pro, that might infiltrate my top 5. We never count the iPhones in my top 5 Android phones. If I had to count the iPhone, then this would be my number 2 phone because I need to have the best of both worlds. So the best Android phone, then the best iPhone, and then the smoothest Android phone. Anyway, I know I went crazy in this video. I might have to edit some of this stuff out. I know I was rambling and ranting and going crazy, but it is what it is. No editing allowed. Y'all know how I do. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. And also, on a side note, Now look, I make these videos live, all right? So there's no rehearsing, there's no script. I just came in from the gym, I sat down at the table, let me make this video. All right, so I'm a human just like anybody else, so I'll make mistakes. So if I make a mistake in the video, all y'all YouTube correction officers, take a day off, because once I upload the video, I'm going to watch it myself, and I'll watch for the mistakes that I made. If I meant to say USB Type-C and I said micro USB, y'all know what I meant. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the description. Now, YouTube doesn't allow annotations anymore. So anytime I make a mistake or anytime I find something out after the video, like when I did the unboxing, I said there was no pinch to zoom on the YouTube. Well, once I finished the video, I had a notification to update my YouTube app. Once I updated the YouTube app, I looked at the change log and it said you got pinch to zoom. Okay, cool. So I put that in the notification. Same thing with face unlock. I know a lot of people got confused and was like, oh no, there's smart lock. So I said, okay, I wasn't really 100% crystal clear with that. So I put it in the description. So all y'all YouTube correction officers, before you clock in and go to work, take it to the description first, read that first. If you don't see it in the description, then clock in and go to work. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early, #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing, I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise. Spock here.
Spock, one to beam up.
Enterprise out.
Energize. All right, cut the music. Now, I want to say RIP to everybody that lost their life in that terrorist attack in New York City today. You know, you see this kind of stuff happening all over the world every day, but when it happens in your backyard, it kind of hits closer to home, and it makes you realize that life is short and you only got a little time on this earth. So take a minute, enjoy what you got, kiss your family, and live it up. I'm out.